All right, I'm going live.
All right, let's go.
All right, cool. We're live.
All right.
Hold up. Let's see here. Let me actually take a look at the chat. What's up, guys? Welcome to Late Night Crypto Talk with Lydius and Passive Base. We're kind of bored, so we just thought we would hop in and go over some stuff, have some fun.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, just a quick thing here. There's a possibility that this is unlisted. So can you check? Because I don't see it popping up on your channel.
Oh, we do have 2 viewers right now, and it's on my phone.
Okay.
We actually have 3 people in here.
All right. So let's get to it. There it is. Yep. We're live.
All right, guys. So let's talk about what's going on right this instant here. So if you don't know, Lydius actually has a channel here on YouTube, and make sure you go there and subscribe to him. Pretty cool. There's a lot of NFTs and gaming. Um, and yeah, introduce yourself, Lydius.
Yeah, so I'm Lydius Rio here. I do have a channel that got introduced to crypto with Passive Base. Got really close, and yeah, I'm doing an NFT giveaway, but that's not what the channel's really focused on. It's just things that matter to me in crypto a little bit, but I am focusing on NFTs and a little bit of DeFi. So
Yeah, a
that's the
lot of
channel right
gaming.
there.
There's a lot of Axie Infinity and what's that other dungeon?
Right now, so we're doing Axie Infinity. That's the main game that I started on, and also just started doing guides for Lost Relics. So if you wanna, just do like a passive income by playing video games instead of playing a game that you don't get paid anything, I definitely suggest looking those games up, right? Or even introducing like a teenager or somebody, right? Like a kid. If you can introduce a kid to NFT, they'll be ahead of everybody else, I think.
Yeah,
And if they play the game for 2 to 3 years, just playing an MMORPG on their computer, they may be able to buy their first car by the time they're 18, right? So the word is really to just get it out there and let the kids know, stop playing these games and play some NFT games, some crypto games.
what's the URL for the new game that you're playing?
It's Lost Relics. So I'll type it in right here. There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that one's pretty cool, man. I
.io.
yeah, played for like 5 days straight now. Well, I'm loving it.
And I'll put it up on the screen really quick here so everybody could see.
Right.
So this is
Let's,
it here.
all right, beautiful. While you're doing that, I'm gonna link some people here, see if we can get some.
Yeah,
Oh, yep, that's the game right there.
it looks pretty cool, man. You showed me some gameplay of it, and graphics were pretty awesome on it too. Uh, and you actually get engine coin as a reward for the items in the game.
Yeah, so the engine coin is a reward for the items, and the cool thing is the engine coin has been going up. So I got in when the coin was like 39 cents.
Yeah,
Last time I checked, it was 59. So, and then you see those items, you can buy those, right?
yeah,
I haven't seen legendary items drop yet, but I did get a drop of couple rare items, and some of those are worth $20, $40, and more. Again, simply by
nice.
playing the game. So that's pretty cool. If you're into MMO,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the markets really quick with Bitcoin and everything like that. Last time we did have a live stream, but unfortunately, Lydius was all muted, so you guys were not able to hear him. But we did draw out some graphs and stuff like that, and I'll pull it up and see if it's still current to what we were graphing out with BTC and try and see where it's going next. But let's take a look here at the overall market. So right now it's looking pretty good. Bitcoin is 47,780, ETH
Woo.
almost $2,000, man. I remember Lydius was actually talking about just holding on to ETH and nothing else, and it's absolutely doing amazing. Imagine
Yeah.
if you if you would have just held on to your ETH and not done anything, that would have been pretty insane.
That would have been a great choice, right? But the thing was over there back then, DeFi was kind of new, so we wanted to test the waters. I feel like we knew what we should have done, but we really wanted to test the waters. The great thing is though, now you can see a lot of the DeFi coins that were on Uniswap coming to live, after
Yeah,
these 5 months. So that's really cool.
especially the early calls, man. The early calls were pretty amazing. Like if we held some of the early stuff and we're still holding
Yeah,
into them,
one of the
100x in some of
coins,
them.
man. What was it? Right here, I got a mask on a Dago. You call this coin? It was 42 cents.
Let's take a look at Dago really quick.
I was like, when Passive made that call, I was like, nah, man. I went to their website. I was like, I don't believe in this, dude. I'm gonna let you be
Oh,
alone in it. And then about like a week and a half ago, I saw the coin on KuCoin. I'm like, no way. What is this doing here? $2.52. Would you look at that?
that is crazy. This last 24 hours, 32%. It is mooning, man.
It is mooning. Yeah, it surpassed its all-time high. So I think we talked a little bit on what it's doing. I think you said the price discovery, right? So it's looking for a new place a new
Yeah,
point where it's going to hang out at.
yeah, it's absolutely doing that. And now they're listed on KuCoin. When I called this out, it was actually just on Uniswap, and you didn't like their website. That was one of the main things.
Yeah,
And sure enough, man, this is just going crazy.
yeah,
Let me actually go ahead and share our link here on our Telegram.
yeah.
Just so you guys are aware, if you want to join the Telegram, there's a link down on the description. And it's not an indefinite open Telegram. It is going to be closing up. We don't want to fill up the entire chat with too many people on there. So give me a second here, guys,
Yeah, no, I
while I
mean
do this on
that's
the
the cool thing
background.
about your chat. I feel like a lot of the people in that community is active with some great calls actually. Um, so some risky calls for sure, but I feel like if you do your research, everybody's just putting their ideas into one spot, right? So can't just expect to join the call and buy any coin and go to the moon. But if you do your research right, I think like a lot of the tokens that are brought into our attention through Passive Base, the chat, not just Passive himself, but a whole collection of the group, essentially do very very well. A lot of them.
Yeah,
So
no, our Telegram is pretty cool, man. We have people participating that really know their stuff,
yeah,
and everybody does kind of understand that it's crypto, super risky stuff. But all of our calls, especially, I gotta give a shout out to Rav
oh
on the
yeah, man.
chat and Rohan also. They definitely do great call outs. So shout out to those guys. Let's take a look here at some coins that I kind of wanted to bring up. So yeah, as far as Dago goes, absolutely, I think Dago, because they're listed on KuCoin right now, and they have a limited supply and they have a deflationary supply with it actually reducing the amount of tokens that they have.
Yeah.
Um, Dago still has potential. It's $2.55, and it doesn't really look like there's a lot of stopping it, man. If you just kind of look at the price chart here, I mean, this is the 24-hour chart.
I'll agree.
Let's say here at $2.17, you think, oh, this thing pumped way too much in the last 24 hours. It's gonna stop. No, it keeps on going, and that's all about price discovery. It is making all-time highs. So I mean, if you want to do your research on it, um, kind of go to their Telegram, take a look at it. Go to CoinGecko. Actually, let's pull up CoinGecko for Dago really quick.
Yeah, man. A point there that I also like about Dago, just their community is pretty big. 66,000 people. So
That's a lot. Yeah.
that's quite a bit. Yeah. So
Oh,
oh,
ignore Axie Infinity here. We could have taken
oh,
we could have taken that trade to the
oh,
moon.
wow! Come on, don't show this to me now, man.
We could have taken that trade to the moon.
Wow.
Um, all right, so let's go ahead and pull up
Yeah.
Dago.
Yeah. Get that thing out of the screen, man. I mean, I do have some axes, right? But for a person that plays the game and have a clan inside the game, I don't hold enough tokens to tell you that much.
Yeah, you should have really hopped on that. Dude, so
Yeah,
Dago's up 35% right now. Not a lot of people talking about it. I don't see a lot of chattering around Telegram or Twitter about Dago.
yeah,
So it's still about to blow up, man. The market cap is super low. I
yep,
mean, this is a really low market cap for finance niche coin. And we're looking at a supply, man, just this is kind of ridiculous. So this total supply, is this correct? I remember you telling me it
no,
was,
yeah. So the total supply was 21 mil. That's the real supply.
yeah, so yeah, just like BTC, 21
Yeah,
million coins, circulating supply, if that's correct, 5
yeah,
million. And at 5 million circulating supply, this thing could, I mean, $10 is still cheap for it. Assuming we were still in the bull market and there's no major pullbacks, this is going to continue. All-time high for Dago is it just passed its all-time high. It looks like,
yeah.
which was $2.49. So
I mean,
go ahead.
a fun fact about it, they already burned 1 million tokens on their dashboard. So
I mean, the platform has been around for a while, so
yeah,
they've been burning tokens since then.
yeah,
This has got potential, man. I actually don't have any Dago right now, but after you're bringing it up and me taking a look at it here, I like it, dude. It's
yeah.
absolutely. Lydia's actually has been calling this out when it was like close to $1 about 2 days ago.
Yeah, it was 75 cents at KuCoin. I just fumbled it. I made a video about it. I was like, guys, I just bought Dago. I don't even know what it is.
Let's see what they updated here. Looks like the same old Dago site. Yeah, I love that. Looks like I'm using my 1995 PC.
Yeah,
All right.
that was the initial turnoff for me when he told me about it. It's like, hey man, check this thing out. I'm like, dude, it looks like I'm running Windows 97.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at that BTC chart that we pulled up the other day. And this is what it looked like, and this is gonna basically give us, it's kind of a fortune telling of where the entire market will go based on Bitcoin, right? And let's take a quick look. If you remember, Lydius,
Yeah,
when we pulled this up, it was about a week ago, right? I
yeah, it was
think.
like a week ago. I think we were waiting. We were chatting until it went to like 38, and I think we called it a quit for the night, right?
Yeah, that's right. And we actually had quite a bit of chat, people chatting,
Yeah,
even though you were not even people were not even able to hear you.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
let's take a look here. So yeah, the support level that we drew here at that time, it's perfect. That thing just kept bouncing off that support line, major support line at the $30,000 mark. And of course, the double, not the double top, but high, and then it was a lower high. So that's why it started a downtrend. It started to basically break through what drew this yellow line here, which is where the coin was at the time. So it needed to kind of break through 37,000. And just as predicted, once it broke through the 37, not 37,000, 37,900, so 38,000. So once it broke through that, bounced a few times off the new support level that he made uh, by breaking through that resistance.
yeah,
Um, Popped back up to the all-time highs where it actually descended before 42K. But Elon kind of helped us out here by buying a ton of Bitcoin, which we just kind of broke through. And
yeah.
now we set new support levels here. And let's draw this out. So just next time when we do this, we kind of know where the new support level is at. I'm going to change the color of this here. It's going to be blue because we love supports. And looks like we have a new resistance here on the top at 48,000. Break 48,000, we should be in the 50,000s for Bitcoin easy. And with the way that all these institutions are kind of FOMOing with that, kind of fearing not having enough Bitcoin in their bucks, I think this is going to go out real quick. Let's make that a red. We're going to be seeing a lot of institutions including cities
Yeah.
buying Bitcoin.
I mean,
So
you sent me a link earlier too about like Amazon. I don't think they're getting into Bitcoin, but they're creating like their own currency or something like that.
yeah, they're hiring developers. So don't know what's going on with Amazon. I did pull up that. Let me see if I can find that link. But what I'm really excited about, and I think I also sent you a link for it,
Hmm.
is Mayor of Miami is actually going to start buying Bitcoin for the city's treasury. And let's pull it up here. And also, government employees will have a choice of actually getting paid in BTC. Uh,
Wow.
let's see. Did I send you that or no?
Yeah, no, I think you sent it to me, but I overlooked it. I didn't read it. So I could take a look right now, real quick. Man, that's crazy. Everybody wants to what's the word? Jump on the bandwagon, right?
Uh,
You were saying that earlier too.
yeah,
That's
absolutely,
funny,
man.
man.
Just kind of imagine, right? You run your own company and you're kind of thinking about Bitcoin, but you're not really like sure about it. Then comes along the richest man in the planet and he buys a ton of Bitcoin. And then you're going to think twice about what your next moves will be in regards to that asset. If you should, you're probably going to be leaning more towards actually buying it, right? Than just not, than just skipping that. It's a huge influence.
Yeah, no,
Let's see
absolutely.
here.
How much was it? Like 1.5
One point,
billion?
yeah, 1.5 billion.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty amazing. All right, so
everybody wants to FOMO at that point, right? The
man,
richest man in the world just spent, 1.5 billion on Bitcoin. What do you do?
you
You
buy some
buy.
Bitcoin, man. Let's pull it up here. So this was the article. Um, and this was, yeah, this is from today. Uh,
There we go. Miami mayor sees Bitcoin move up. All right.
so it says, I firmly believe that when and if Amazon and or Apple adopts Bitcoin as a payment structure, the dam will essentially break because at that point you're talking about a very high volume transactions, being able to use Bitcoin. So yeah, he's kind of playing the game here for the future,
Yeah.
and it's what's going to happen then. Let's go ahead and take a look now at some actually altcoins really quick.
Yeah,
I do have
absolutely.
one here that's kind of pumping. And you can see here, I put up some favorites for the time being right now. And if you're not aware and if you're tuning in for the first time, these coins are mostly coins that are traded on decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, 1inch, SushiSwap, and things like that. And it's for a little bit more advanced the crypto audience, but essentially you guys should be just fine watching here and knowing what we're talking about. This is where the real opportunities are at and where you make the 10x, 20x, 1x, or the negative 100x that
Exactly.
that will blow up your account.
Yeah, it will make or break you for sure.
Yeah. So quickly, we're gonna talk here about QRX. QRX is under the radar. I called it on my Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, it's at Passive Base Official. Um, and you can go on there and follow me. But at the Telegram channel, you'll do just fine. I call the same calls from Twitter and the Telegram. But let's pull up the Twitter call really quick. Give me a sec.
All right. Yo, yo, yo. And for those watching, welcome. Right. If you haven't subscribed to Passive Base yet, do click that subscribe button. Great information. As you can see, I'm not Passive Base and I'm telling you to subscribe. That's how great the information is.
Man, those calls were pretty crazy calls at that time. It was pretty awesome. So here, I'll pull up the Twitter page.
All right.
All right, so really quick here. So this was the call. It didn't happen an hour ago, but this happened on February 7th. So today's the 12th. So not too long ago. This was the initial tweet that we put up. and QRX was about 6 cents then. And yeah, it was only a $3 million market cap. And you can see here, they actually have a Security Exchange Commission pending compliance. So they will be regulated, which is pretty awesome. And the news of that pending SEC compliance has not, the SEC has not come out yet. So when that comes out, and if it's approved, I mean, this thing is just going to skyrocket. We're going to analyze it really quick. Did you see this tweet when I sent it out?
I did.
Lydia's?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so here's where it is now, and I tweeted this about 2 hours ago. It broke through 46%. But let's take a look at it now and see where it's at. So sitting on about 11 cents. It got as high as about 13 cents there. So it's still early. The market cap, if you remember, it was at six. It was at 3 million, the market
Yeah.
cap for this coin. And right now, the market cap, because it's roughly double, so it's sitting at a $6 million market cap, which is still super
Nice.
early for what they do. Really, really early. Let's take a look at their.
Yeah, well, what do they do? I remember seeing the link, but I didn't dig into it, and
Let's take a look
I
here.
missed out for sure.
So this is a little bit what I do, right, when I'm looking at these, and it's fairly quick. I do it fairly quick. I don't take too long, and I could tell. So we're gonna go to their website, and this is going to the website is actually second. The first thing I do really is go to the Etherscan just to see everything, how many tokens, how many holders, the whales, everything like that, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at the website. That's secondary. I go to Etherscan first.
Yeah.
So let's read a little bit more about it.
All right.
Oh yeah, so they're going to be coming out their app. They don't have a date for their app just yet, but what you're going to be able to do is essentially their crowdfunding platform, which is new. It's kind of if it's anything like what I'm thinking it's gonna be, if you've ever used a crowdfunding platform like GoFundMe or stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? If it's anything like that, it hasn't been done yet, and it's GoFundMe, which is not a crypto-based platform, but if you're familiar with it, it is pretty popular and really, really used quite a bit. And if this comes down to it, it's going to be even safer because it would be controlled by a smart contract if that's exactly what they do. I have to read into it a little bit more, but what really got me is that they're going to be regulated by the Security Exchange Commission if their pending um, case goes through. So they will have a credit card, a debit card also that will give you 5% cash back on Netflix and Amazon Prime, which is pretty cool. This is how the app is supposed to look like, and it's going to be available in the App Store and the Google Play Store. So
Does that
um,
say 5% cash back on your crypto?
yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. I mean, that's
So these are their team members. I'm not going to review the entire thing right
yeah.
now live because I need to really look into it. But full disclosure, I did buy QRX when I tweeted about it because of this here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Etherscan. So let's go to Etherscan. So beautiful thing about Etherscan, everything is right in front of you and you can make a decision if you're going to be buying that token or not, based really on the market cap, circulating supply, and how many holders. So 100,000, 100 million market cap, not market cap, circulating supply. I like that. It's a very low number based on the price of the coin. Essentially, a project that's good, that has potential, and it's still under the radar. With 100 million circulating supply, price should be around 25 cents to 30 cents. So that's where this is going to be heading, especially when whales kind of find out about it. This price will pump. And as you can see from the tweet that I put up and where the price is now, we're kind of heading at that route, regardless of what the project does. If they have potential, market cap super low like that, it's going to pump, especially on the bull market the way it is now. holders, they're going up 8% today. The more holders, the better. It's going to diversify the supply of the coin, meaning not too many people have control over the supply, and you will cause less dumps for the little guy if you're not a whale. And then we'll go over to just the holders here really quick and take a look.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask. There's a way to actually see. There we go.
Yeah, so just click on holders there, and you can actually even pull up the chart. And this might be just very basic for some people, but a lot of people don't know this, and you can see it. So these big wallets here, these are probably team wallets. You can see it there. This is a liquidity for Uniswap, and you can see how large that is. So we're not going to really look at those two. But here you go. So this coin was essentially very cheap. So you're gonna have some whales here, and if they do make profits, they absolutely deserve those profits because they took a very high risk in the beginning, getting in without really knowing what was gonna happen. So let's let's get out of this graph and go back to holders. We're gonna be able to see our dollar amounts here also. So holders will start about here, skip the liquidity there, and then there. So big whales, I mean, this is not a ton of money, honestly, 300 to 200,000. It's basically nothing compared to real whales. These here are team wallets, so we shouldn't be really worried about those. So it is pretty diverse. And then like their top 29 person has $53,000 worth of this. So again, um, this is probably some kind of whale that's just diversifying their portfolio, and it's nothing really to worry about. So I like how diverse it is. You can see, of course, people already taking profit. It's down actually like 3 cents from when we started talking, and you can see it there. It was at
Yeah.
11.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but we do have a person here in the chat just saying, "Give me your ETH, BTC, LTC bull run predictions" by Harrison Live 05.
What's up, Harrison? So ETH, BTC, bull run predictions. Well, I think ETH will be a $5,000 coin very shortly. There's a lot more institutions also buying Ethereum. Let's take a look at the live feed here, and I could show you why I think that's going to happen. And this is essentially if BTC continues to do what it's doing, but Ethereum is lagging on the bull run that Bitcoin has been having, and it's the one with the most use case.
Yeah.
People have been talking about the ETH 2.0 for quite a bit of time. Essentially, it's always right around the corner, right? Every time you talk about ETH 2.0, it's almost there. It's almost coming. But it's $2,000 right now. I'm gonna just call it. It's gonna hit $2,000. It's at 18. Whenever people see that, people are now just assuming it's gonna get to 2K. It's going to consolidate a little bit, and we are gonna run up to 5Gs, especially with people staking their Ethereum on the staking platform for ETH 2.0. I think actually there's a huge amount of Ethereum staked. And let me show you guys really quick.
I feel like most people that hold ETH have a good chunk of it staked, or at least like 10 to 30% of it staked somewhere.
Yeah. And for Ethereum 2.0, you're going to essentially want to stake it. But you can only stake it if you have 32 ETH. So you can get passive income from it. And take a look at this. So this came out today. This is February 12th. So ETH 2.0 deposit contract already tops $5.5 billion. That's with the B, man. 5.5 billion staked. So what does this do? This will take ETH off the market. It's also basically the ETH supply is expanding at a very slow rate based on how many people are coming in.
Yep.
So 5.5 billion staked. And the big thing that we've seen too, because it's staked, a lot of people that had a lot of ETH in centralized exchanges, let's say Binance, Coinbase, or anything like that, all these whales, there's no point of leaving those things there, not earning them any more ETH. So they took a lot of those from the exchanges. So the exchanges are actually running out of ETH, and the people are just depositing it here in the staking contract. So pretty phenomenal. Uh,
Yeah.
man, once ETH 2.0 comes out, the fees go down. The the
That's a good
platform
way
is
to
gonna
put it.
run quicker. I mean, it's just going to be pretty awesome. If you haven't taken a look at, we have another comment, off shift. I'll take a look at it. Give me a second. So if you haven't taken a look at Luxo, right? So Luxo will be the first um app to be running on Ethereum 2.0, and it's actually coming very shortly. Luxo is developed by the developer of ERC20 token, and it's actually a super undervalued um, chain. If you take a look at it, I know I'm kind of getting off topic here, but
Well, I mean, when you mentioned Luxo to me the first time, it was, I
80,
think it was like,
80, 50, 80, 50 cents to 80 cents or something like that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was like 80 cents or something. So,
Yeah, so
um,
$3.48.
oh,
Yeah. So Luxo will launch, and it's going to be one of the first
wow.
ETH 2.0 working platforms on that. It's going to come out before ETH 2.0 does. It's going to use it before actual ETH 2.0 does, which is pretty damn cool. Uh, yeah, man. If you love Luxo, you got the you you got the right idea. This is super low for what this. It's take a look at this, right? We're just looking at Dago,
Yeah,
and fine, Dago cool and all. You can stake it there, make more Dago and all that. It's a 21 million supply, right?
yeah.
This is 100 million supply, capped at 100 million. By the way, I don't have any Luxo, so I'm gonna grab myself some Luxo. I was actually chatting with a friend of mine today,
Yeah,
and this is pretty amazing. Let me show you really quick, Lydius.
yeah.
Um,
Why didn't we grab it sooner, man? Why?
dude, because we're looking for the quick 100x's, man.
100x.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're looking at that for the quick 100x. So right now they're having a reversible ICO. So you go on here, you can actually go ahead and buy it from here. So this is an ICO, which is an initial coin offering, meaning yes, it's still super cheap, right? So you go on here and you can actually buy it, or you can just go and buy it in the marketplace. But you can do it from here too. But this is not what I wanted to show you guys. So this is happening, and it's going to end in 5 days. So within February 17th, it's gonna end. And once that ends, we're gonna see the price of Luxo go up for sure, because this is essentially minting more coins for people that are buying them now. But I just wanted to go over the partnerships for it really quick. 76 cents, huh? You should have, and you didn't get any Luxo. Oh no, so Ericus, do you have Luxo or no?
he said he's been in it since 76 cents,
That's
man.
amazing, man. That's a good job. Diamond Hands.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look. Where's the partners? They changed their
Oh man,
website
yeah,
so
they changed their
much.
website, but I mean, their partner, the team they had, I remember looking at it. I was like, wow,
All
how
right.
did you get all these people in one place? You know?
All right. Yeah. So look, we got the vice president of Nike, Chanel, Burberry. I don't know what that is. Ethereum Foundation lead core developer for the Ethereum Foundation. So you can kind of take a look and see how much this thing is going to be crazy, man. Can't wait to see it actually working. Head of strategic partnership at Instagram.
Yeah.
So, man, they got connections. That's pretty amazing. State Capital, um, and so on and so on. I think they got new partnerships also, but I forgot with who, and it's not updated here. But yeah, so let's go back to your question. Um, BTC, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at BTC. And I mean, BTC is going to go nuts. This is the 1 month chart for BTC. The volume bars here are kind of confusing, but that
Cool.
if that's not a bull market, I don't know what it is, and there's nothing really stopping it. So people were all crying about that $20,000. This is where that was. This is where that was, just so you guys can kind of see what that looks like in the grand scheme of things. That little blip there will be just a little blip on the graph once we actually get to where Bitcoin should be. There's not going to be enough Bitcoin for everybody, by the way. If you own one Bitcoin, you're going to be part of the 1% of the top holders of BTC. So look at that. So people are super scared of this little blip here, right? And look, we just smoked it. So BTC, the way it's looking now, I'll call it here, man. I'll call it live. I don't even care.
Oh,
Let's see it. It's gonna have to be at least a week. Zoom in a little more. So once Bitcoin breaks $50,000, which we're very close, we're gonna really see FOMO kick in. And I'd say within 2 months or so, two months, we should be looking at $80,000 BTC. That's almost certain, especially with everything that's going on.
2
And
months, huh?
yeah, 2 months, 80K. And once we get 80K, um, of
I
course,
mean,
we're gonna go to 100.
yeah, that's the exact thing about I wanted to mention, right? Because for Bitcoin, everybody's been saying it's going to go to 100, it's going to go to 100 from 2017 until now, right?
Yeah.
But it's just been like a blah moment until this whole time. It was just kind of dead. I feel like,
Yeah, man,
um,
not a lot of people kind of believe it. And
yeah,
once you kind of understand it and see the grand scheme of things, crypto is definitely the future. That's for sure. Let's go back to these altcoins really quick here. Somebody requested one on the chat.
it was off shift.
Yeah, and okay, so let's take a look at Offshift. Give me a sec. And if you guys can't hear me, let me know. I can turn up the volume here. I just can't talk too loud right now because it's super late. Oh, Offshift. Okay, so Offshift was actually trending. Huh. So trending projects, you got to be careful with them. So let's take a look here. The hell is the Muffin Man?
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking at 156% increase today.
Wow.
There's got to be a reason. There's two reasons for this. An influencer shielded, and the second one is an influencer shielded. All right, so one of those two. Let's go ahead and take a look at their website really quick.
I mean, yeah, their website looks kind of clean, not gonna lie, and it says that they're proud partners of, Moonbeam, Chainlink, building on Ethereum, Polkadot. Um,
Shaft, private offshore storage. All right, so this is kind of pumping because Filecoin, FIL, they are also a storage coin. So if we go to FIL, so let's take a look at their It's a 14-day for FIL. So on February 8th, we were looking at $24 for the storage, cold storage crypto, and it pumped all the way to 43 bucks. So 2x. All-time high for this coin is October of 2020, and that was $200. So people are definitely looking at that, thinking it's going to get there. So the potential could be there. So this right here is pumping off a niche of the Filecoin, and because it's also, let's take a look. It's going to go to Polkadot too, and it's going to do much more, at least be available on a lot more platforms than what Filecoin is at now. So it's a competitor. Yeah, Moonbeam. Anybody partnering with Moonbeam, I like. I absolutely like. Moonbeam is going to be huge. So another partner that Moonbeam has that's been doing really well is Poolz, Poolz. They've been doing really, really well. And so yeah, they're going to be in the Ethereum network together with the Polkadot network too. And I don't know what this is. And they're not live yet, so they have a testnet. Let's see if it's an actual testnet. This is pretty dope. They do have a testnet. That's awesome to see.
I do have a question for you when you're done reviewing this one.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, Tomo, you've been hearing me bug you about Tomo for a long, long time. It's over $2 now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with Tomo. I just want to finish this one really quick because it's kind of interesting too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's see. Where did it go? Okay, so first thing, market cap 17 million. If CoinGecko was correct on that market cap for this coin, it's a low, very low market cap. Circulating supply, holy moly, man. This could pump.
What is that? Is that 10 mil?
This thing could absolutely pump. Here are things to keep in mind with coins like this, okay? It will pump on FOMO, okay? It has a good product, essentially. But crypto, what you need to think about is time. So after this FOMO goes away, okay, and a lot of people made a lot of profits, what is it keeping people holding this coin for it not to dump? If you want to ride it for the pump, we'll just be aware that you need to get out at some point. But once everything goes away, the coin is not trading on CoinGecko anymore. With the low supply and a low market cap, it's very volatile. And you have to think for yourself, like, what is it going to keep people holding this? Like, if you look at Launchpad coins, for example. So Launchpad coins, what they do is a lot of those are not even Launchpad coins to begin with. It's just an additional use case for the coin. And what that does, it keeps people holding the coin. It keeps giving them a reason for them to hold the coin, looking forward to the future Launchpad projects and with the fear of missing out. So that's going to keep the value of those coins up. With a lot of these projects, especially crypto projects, there's a lot of potential with a lot of them. But at the same time, long term, if there's a market pullback or something like that, what is it that's going to keep people holding it? Just ask yourself that question. Why do I want to keep holding this coin? Does it offer the holder anything in return, like staking or any APYs in returns for staking that coin or offering liquidity? If it does, that's great. That's another use case for it. So that's what you need to kind of find out about this coin. If it gives you something back for holding it. If it doesn't do anything, it's going to need a lot of hype. Like Chainlink, for example, it doesn't do much for you, but the hype is just ridiculous, and it's listed on Coinbase. So just keep that in your head.
Some valid points there for sure.
Yeah, this is pretty dope. Let me just take a look at how many holders. Yeah, it's early, man. It's very early. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it did pump a lot, but it doesn't look like it's gonna stop. Probably if you refresh it, it's gonna be it didn't go up, but it's probably going to pump. It's probably gonna go to $10 with the circulating supply. This is the total supply. The circulating supply is 2.6 million tokens. It's ridiculously low, and the market cap is low too. They have a test net, so it's a good project. There's a reason why it's actually trending. Let me read the chat here because I didn't take a look. Hold up, guys.
You're doing good so far, keeping up on everything.
All right. So what was your question on what coin that
Uh, wasn't really. It was like a Tomo, Tomo
Tomo,
blockchain.
dude? Yeah, Tomo.
I got in it. I got in it. I think. I don't know if you got in it at that time too, but it was like 85 cents. We wrote it to like 120 or something.
I
And then I
did.
got out.
I didn't keep any of my Tomos,
Yeah,
unfortunately. I know you
yeah,
have some stake because they forced you to keep them, right?
yeah. I had some stake for the Lua. One of their staking. Look at that, man. Over $2. What do you think about Tomo, dude?
Hmm. So let's take a look and see what their updates are. Tomo's probably going to be a top 100 crypto because it's a chain.
Yeah, that's my feeling. That's why I keep bugging about it. I do my research, but I always feel like it's always better to have you with your opinion as well. Right, the
Yeah.
more speculation about something, the more you hear positive about one thing, it could help you pull that trigger.
So Tomo's gonna pump. Tomo's gonna pump because all chain, blockchain competitors to not competitors, but I'd say what's the exact word that I'm looking for? Alternatives for Ethereum is they're pretty much all pumping. So if you look at Avalanche, AVX, if you look at Binance Smart Chain, if you look at Tomo Chain, it's actually up. Let's see.
Quite significantly.
Yeah, and it's still got
My
room.
question and fear is, okay, let's say if 2.0 gets here, and now what is going to happen to all these other chains if 2.0 does live up to the hype and it does everything it's supposed to do?
Well, I mean,
What's the necessity with other chains?
good thing that's happening is it's not here yet, so people are actually having a chance to try out all those other chains.
Mm.
And then once they do, they come back to ETH. They're gonna try out ETH 2.0, and honestly, the market will decide for themselves which one is better. Um, but essentially, I think it's all going to be interconnected. The major, I mean, you can't have all the chains win, so it's going to be a top three chains. Then they're going to be pretty much connected, and the chains are going to have to serve different purposes. Like Avalanche, for example, they mainly focus on um, DeFi and more the banking side of things, where Polkadot is going to focus on all around being good at everything that they do. So the biggest competitor to ETH will be Polkadot, but Tomo, I mean, the crypto needs a lot of hype for things to survive, so a lot of people need to use it. Cardano, for example, the user base for Cardano, ADA, their user base, they don't have a product, so we can't call it a user base, but the people are fanatic about it, and they will have users right from the get-go when it comes out, and you're gonna see a ton of influencers and everything all shilling ADA. So ADA, Polkadot, ETH, and Avalanche. Keep an eye out for those. And of course, Luxo will be with an NFT and digital clothing. But here, I think Tomo has their swap available too. The Luno swap.
Yeah, LUA swap. Yeah.
I never seen it. Let's take a look at it really quick.
Yeah, man, that one was cool. I'm actually not too, I think I did good when I got into that swap and purchased Tomo for the first time. The thing is, I wanted to move my coins, and then you're like, well, you can move it, but you can only withdraw 25% of it. So I'm like, oh man, but that's good because now I have some liquidity locked in there still after all this time, and I
Yeah.
completely forgot about it until I saw Tomo pumping again after 4 months. Yeah.
Have you tried to take out your coins?
No, I have not. I will
Uh,
though. So it's probably a good idea. But even if I try right now, I can only take out 25% still. So that's the thing. They don't want everybody to just be able to, take their entire liquidity out, and I
yeah.
think we're all stuck.
Yeah, so that's why you see that $3.2 million worth of liquidity
Yeah.
and volume. So this is what you kind of want to keep an eye out for. So um, first thing is the blockchain.
Yeah.
Second one is their swaps. So we're just going by history, right? So what really pumped Uniswap went bananas once they came out with their coins, and Ethereum pumped a bunch too. So those are basically two guaranteed. If you look back in history, two guaranteed gains. So for all these chains, they're gonna have their swaps too, and all their swaps are gonna have their own coins. And example, right? So let's not look at Tomo right now. I think Tomo will do good, especially that they're moving up the ranks here, and their supply. They also only have 100 million total supply, and most of their supply is circulating, so it's great. But here, right? So for Binance, let's take a look at Cake.
Oh yeah, cake. Cake is very interesting.
So Cake alone is up 20% just today, and it's been pumping. I mean, Cake was like 30 cents. And the big thing about Cake is it going to show me anything without me connecting my wallet? I want to see their stats. No, nothing. I'm not gonna connect. Oh, I can connect it on this thing here, I think.
And man, it's crazy. I think we're talking about cake on the chat, what, like a week ago when it was like $2, or not even, it was like 180.
Yeah.
And I think, well, and that's the fun. We were talking about like amongst 5 people. I don't know. I know I didn't pull the trigger out of the 5, and I think at least 3 of them didn't pull it. Did you end up getting cake?
I got Cake,
Hey.
but not. I didn't get it at that time. I got Cake like 3 days ago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm not gonna connect it. So, Cake right now has 800 million dollars worth of liquidity. I
Yeah.
know that without even looking at it. I've done my research. So 80 million. And he went up when Cake kind of started. The liquidity for it was about 15 million, and from then it just blew the up. It literally skyrocketed, and together with the price. So for Lua swap, it's at 3. So essentially, if you get in and you hold Lua right now, if you hold their tokens, it's a little bit risky because we don't know if this is going to continue on the uptrend or not. And I can't even see a graph to see if it's actually just going up and up, right?
Yeah.
I launched their thing here. It doesn't show me anything. So um, this could be a good one. Actually, I have not looked at this one. This is good to that brings it to my radar so I can actually research this. And I'm not going to do that entire research here, but if you're writing anything down as far as what coins you should take a look at, um, Lydia's absolutely brought a good point here. So
Yeah.
um,
Well,
I would not look so much at Tomo, to be honest. I mean, it could be good for you to have it in your portfolio,
yeah.
but I think their swap token, Lua swap, will be really good.
Well, I mean, the thing that gets me, not on the right foot with Lua, because I owned Lua when I bought it for, 25 cents, and I wrote it to, $2. I think I wrote it to $1.50, or no, $2. I did write it to $2, but the price of Lua right now is, it's 5 cents, right?
Yeah,
So it's a long way back up, I think, and with a huge, I think it's a pretty big supply. It was like 500
Uh,
million.
yeah, 500 million. It's
Yeah.
5 cents. It's got $3 million
Oh, could be a
worth of
really good
supply.
buy right now.
It is a really good buy if this number here continues going up. So
Yeah.
just watch out for this number here. If it's 2, 3, 4 days and you see this number itching up and up, that means there's more people using Tomo and its swap. And absolutely, this is minusculous. This is very low. $2 million market cap for almost any project is super low. I think we kind of found a somewhat of a small gem here, honestly. I know you're not a big fan of of it, but it hasn't pumped. It's showing a price increase. Um, it's up. Let's take a look for the 7 days. It's steady and it's going up for the past 7 days. So if you would have gotten 3 cents, you would have 2x your money. And
Yeah.
this was in February 5th. And it's not a crazy candle that just shot up.
Yeah.
It's actually consolidating in a small move. So small buyers, not whales, are coming in here and loading up small, 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 and setting up a really good base at like the 5 cent mark. I like it, man. All time high
Yeah.
is $2.44. I think it can get there um,
I think
easily.
I'm a FOMO this right now, not gonna lie, because I did buy it at 25 cents before and rode it to two, and
Hmm.
just seeing it at
It's
the
cheap.
price where it's at right now, it's 5 cents. I think it's mandatory to hold some.
Yeah, it is. It's so cheap that like you just put it in your bag and you forget about it. You're
Yeah.
probably gonna make profit. If you have some patience, this could 2x like in a day or two. I mean, this is literally very low, but this is also very low, which means there's not a ton of people using this. Okay, so just kind of be careful. It is low, but you're gambling on adoption,
Yeah.
and you know where adoption is happening right now is the Binance Smart Chain.
Yes. Oh man.
Um, let's take a look at one more. So, and this is completely out of what we talk about in the Ethereum network. It's just research that I've been doing outside ETH, and I kind of want to share this with you guys, which is on Avalanche, um, AVX. So AVX $50, up 2.1% today, holding steady. Market cap is pretty big, but it's a major blockchain. A lot of trading volume. Supply is 720 million. It's not a lot for how many people are going to use this blockchain. All-time high is 59. All-time low is $2 in December, so about a month ago. Um, let's take a look at the graph really quick. 30-day graph. Consistent growth with consolidation, huge consolidation. We're due for the next move. Price target around $70. But here's what we're talking about. Where we're talking about Lua and its liquidity that's being offered in their in their Uniswap type of platform, which kind of with that figure you can kind of figure out how much use case that blockchain is actually offering. So if we go back to AVX, actually let me pull it out here on the other screen, and I'll put it on this screen. Give me a second. All right, so, and this is going to be a full separate video that I'm going to do on this, but we're in the subject, and if you're watching, kind of do your research on this. So AVX is a blockchain, and of course they do have their swap, their Uniswap. It's called Pangolin. And if that's how you pronounce it, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, that's what they got. And here's the thing, right? It's compatible with all of the Ethereum coins, and let's launch their dApp. Looks very much like Uniswap, which
Yeah.
is great. So there's no learning curve, just like the other one we were in. But now I want to pull up their, where is it? How do I get to their info? Polls.
Let me see here. And then Pangolin, it's an interesting token. You talked about it to me in private a while back, and
Yeah,
I think you
so
need to do a deep dive on that one for sure. You know.
no, I will. I want to just pull up their liquidity here, and I just want to know what website is it. So Pangolin.exchange, not app. Tutorial. Apologize, guys. Analytics, found it. Get ready. Get ready. So if you want to see growth, this is growth, man. About a blockchain that not a lot of people are talking about. Take a look at this. So Lua's been around for a while. Tomo Chain's been around for a while. I mean, they have $3 million worth of liquidity. This thing, they opened it about a week ago.
Oof.
They have $53 million worth of liquidity
Wow.
in here,
Yeah.
up 13% today. Volume is up 1,400% in the last 24 hours. That's just the last 24 hours. Here, it got to, on the 10th, it was the highest volume for 18 million, and it's been coming down. And there's a reason why this came down, because their bridge between Ethereum and their Avalanche blockchain is currently under maintenance, so there's not a lot of people bridging over from ETH to Avalanche. But still, even with the bridge shut off for a period of time, you still have $7 million worth of volume on here. But the biggest thing is the liquidity. And the people providing all this liquidity are earning passive income because the tokens are so new and there's such a little amount of people offering that liquidity. It's a good place for you to mine this coin. You can't buy it. There's no place for you to buy it, so you can only mine it by offering liquidity and getting those coins. There is an airdrop.
Crazy.
Yeah, look at this. So let's click on one of these here. So there is an airdrop, and you can see it right there, and you can claim the airdrop for Avalanche, and you can connect it to your MetaMask just like you would with Binance sidechain. So keep an eye out for this. This is going to be pretty big. I mean, just the amount of liquidity here with AVAX. This is wrapped AVX, but it's a lot, man. I'm excited for this. I'm actually super excited. Let's go ahead and take a look at others. Let me know if you guys have any questions there on the chat.
Oh, out of coffee.
So just one more, guys, and then we'll wrap this up. If you have anything that you want us to take a look at, let me know.
I think in terms of the chat itself, I think you touched bases on everything.
Good. So let's take a look at one of my favorites here. Oh, look at that. Look what's trending. What's the price? It's going back up. It's trending on CoinGecko. Amazing. Should hop on that. So the big one that I like here too is I made a video on that, so I'm not going to talk about it. 1 inch. 1 inch is pretty amazing. If you've don't know, there was an airdrop that was done, and you can actually go ahead and claim that airdrop on the 1 inch exchange. Actually, I didn't get any because I've used the platform before, but we have somebody here. Lydius, tell us about it.
Yeah, man. You actually called me, told me to check it out. By the way, we have a request for GRT. So while I'm talking there,
Oh my God. GRT, man, my biggest regret.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah, for 1 inch, Honestly, I don't know much about it. I do have to read into it more, but Passive did give me a call. It's like, hey man, go claim your stimulus, you know. So I paid, I think it was like $59 in gas fee, and they gave me 156 1-inch tokens. Okay, and that was like $800, right? So that's pretty good. And I don't know what the actual requirements to get them were, but I do know that passive base knows the requirement because he called me. I actually called 4 different people, telling them like, "Hey guys, remember the Uniswap stimulus is happening with 1-inch? Get on it." Everybody tried, from my personal group, friend of groups, and nobody got it. So I don't know the actual requirements to be part of that, 1-inch stimulus, but it definitely helped me out for sure.
It's great. Let's take a look at the, yeah, man, free money.
Free money, yeah. Who doesn't enjoy that?
Okay, so here's a, this is a, on my Telegram. This was on December 19th, okay? Give me a second. All right, I'll pull it up here on the screen. All right, guys, so this is December 19th, and this is a GRT. Somebody asked, right? So here's the call on GRT on December 19th. And December 19th, GRT was probably around 20 cents, maybe less than that. And I said, we'll do, somebody requested me to post my calls on the actual call chat, and I'm doing that now. So if you're not in the Telegram, join that chat too. But GRT is solid. If they had a token at the beginning of this bull run, it would probably be a top 20 crypto now. It's catching up long term, long to medium hold on the sea of DGen coins. So I called it, man, top 20 crypto. Let's check it out.
They're offering you free money to learn about Graph GRT on Coinbase.
Yeah. So let's see where it's at. I said top 20, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're right there at 30. So for top 20, market cap is,
I said it was going to be top 20 in December.
I called it out in December. Yeah.
What a call.
Yeah. December 19th to be exact.
Oh,
Yeah, it will be a top 20. Absolutely. I have no doubt about it. Graph is amazing, man. I mean, uh, basically all the platforms that are running use a Graph, Uniswap. I mean, just go to their website. You'd be amazed. I mean, you just kind of ask yourself, like, how is this not a top 10 crypto? I mean, if Chainlink is $40, why is this not like a $15 coin? This is just kind of crazy. Honestly. GRT pump because I sold. Same here, man. I had a ton of GRT. I believed in it, and I just got impatient, hopping from coin to coin, looking for that 10 or 20x. It pays to hold, man. But I mean, it really, really does. Got to be patient.
longevity, guys. Longevity.
Yeah.
All
Look at
right.
all the projects, dude. Look at this. So the biggest project of them all, Uniswap, uses it. You, I mean, just that's all you need to see.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the backers, man. The backers are immense. You see this right here, Coinbase Ventures? That was why it was listed on Coinbase so quick. So whenever you see Coinbase Ventures on any of these coins, kind of keep an eye out for it. But yeah, they run pretty much every single project out there. Like solid project. Look at this. Synthetics, dude. Nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. All right, guys. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this. If you want to buy a GRT, just wait for a little bit of a pullback now because it did pump a lot. People will take profits, but still, it's got room. It probably will go to $5 or so. Market cap is 2 million. It's still low for a coin like this. Yeah, it's making its way. Let's see who is it going against. Oh, Iran is pretty freaking strong. Yeah, if Tezo's up here, man. If Tezo's up here, GRT will be up here. All right, guys. That's pretty much it.
All right.
I
Well,
will
thank
see
you
you
for
guys
watching.
next time. It's we're on live stream for how long here now? Let's check it out.
Well, it's 69 minutes.
Yep, 69 minutes.
All right.
I do, absolutely. Shit coins are you can't do Uniswap and be a DGen without shit coins, man. Those things pay. Yeah. I even got in Shiba. Look at Shiba when the Doge was pumping. I made profit on Shiba. Just careful with these. It's fucking get absolutely wrecked. Peace out. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Like the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I hope you guys enjoyed it.